Hello, Grüß. My name is Vijay and I'm working here at Dhara Solutions as a funding expert. Thank you for watching the video and following our online funding coaching classes. Today, I'm going to talk about a funding program which is coming from FFG in Austria. And this funding program is not only funding just the business-related entities, business-related enterprises and startups, but also is funding non-profitable organizations. This funding is called FFG Impact Innovation. A very special feature about this funding program is that this funding is open for any topic, any field of application. That means that it does not need to be coming from a specific scientific or high-tech field, but it can be a startup coming from any background. The main point here for this funding is that this funding is supporting the innovative methods to solve a particular problem that has not yet been solved. For example, when you have seen a problem in your daily life, in your society, in your business, in your company, and you are aiming to develop an innovative method to solve this problem, which has not yet been solved, you are basically eligible to apply for this funding. It does not matter if you have, for example, a one-person company or you have a partnership company, Einzelunternehmen oder OG, or if you have a GmbH, whether it's a profitable or non-profitable business entity, it's independent of all these factors. Even the Verein, the non-profitable organizations, are eligible to apply for this funding. This funding is providing you 75,000 euros, which is half of the total project cost. That means that a project cost of maximum 150,000 euro can be accepted within this funding program. That means the funding rate is 50%. Let's say at what stage of solving this particular problem you are eligible to apply for this funding. Starting from when you are for example, identifying the magnitude of the severity of this problem you are aiming to solve. As a next step, for example, you have come up with several possible solutions that might work to solve this trouble. To the next step, that out of these several possible solutions, you pick one or maybe two, and then you try to solve this problem by this particular selected innovative method. Until you have, for example, solved this problem and you go with this product to the market. Until this stage, you are eligible to apply. That means that from a very early stage where you have just an idea and you have collected several possible solutions to solve this particular problem, until you have a business that enters into the market, you basically can apply for this funding at any of these stages. Of course, startups are also eligible to apply for this funding. What is very important for this funding application is that you should involve different stakeholders who can give you a feedback, and by using this feedback, you further improve your product. If you are willing to apply for this particular funding grant, the Impact Innovation from FFG, you need to have, for example, a business plan, which could be not a very extended version, but just 20 to 35 pages are more than sufficient, but it has to be in a good quality. You need to plan your financial cost, that what kind of material, what kind of personal cost, what kind of travel cost, etc. will happen during this project, and this financial plan you are also supposed to submit with the application. If you are willing to apply for this FFG Impact Innovation grant, application process is rather simple. You need to go on the web page of FFG. This is called ffg.at. All the application process is online, so you need to create a login on the web page of FFG via e-call. After creating a login with a restricted password, you will see in the scroll down menu as one of the option, impact innovation. You simply need to select this option and upload your document and submit it. After you have submitted your application, you receive a confirmation that your application has been successfully submitted to FFG. Within the next few weeks, you receive an email from a project officer which has been assigned to your project that he would like to arrange, for example, a meeting with you. Normally in these meetings, there are 2 experts sitting at least. One of them is coming from the technical background, so who is an expert on the innovation topic itself, and the second one is a financial expert. During this meeting, they will ask you, they might ask you basically any question around your innovative solution approach. But in principle, there will be the questions concerning the degree of innovation, if you have capabilities, if you have skills in order to develop this solution. There might be some questions concerning that how will you cover remaining 50% of the total cost of the project. Once the people at FFG, your project officers, have had their meeting with you and they are satisfied with your innovation and your question and answer, they will themselves present your project to the next upcoming FFG board meeting. And if your project has been approved by FFG board as well, you normally receive within the same day an email from FFG that your project has been accepted for funding. In order to transfer this information to startup, FFG is rather really efficient. Once you have received this message that your project has been approved for funding, within a few weeks you receive a contract from FFG which you need to check, sign and send back to FFG. And once the FFG receives it, normally within a few days they transfer you at least 50% of the total amount of the funding which is accepted. The remaining funds either comes at a midterm at the zwischenbericht time, or it comes at the end of the project. If you have any question or if you have any difficulty to understand the whole process, or if you would need some support to apply for this particular funding at FFG, we are more than happy to support you. Simply do write us a message and we will be very happy to organize our first free consultation hour with you without any binding agreement. Thank you very much and have a good day.